What is this? I've got mail, a package, and I wasn't expecting one. Okay, it's not from a business. Maybe it's a friend from YouTube. Let's see what's going on in the studio today. I am Jeffrey Rowe Kohut. This is my Potter's Journal, April 2024. Today in the pottery studio we will be making some olive oil pouring jugs. Soap, vinegar, whatever you want to put in them. The hard thing about making them is getting the last bits of water out of the bottom before you close in the form, or even after. How do you get in there? But first, I am so excited. I got mail. I wasn't expecting a package. And I saw handwritten from Ohio. This is not a business. Maybe somebody sent Potter's Journal a gift. How exciting. Now, another potter once got a pug mill, I think. But I'm just me. So, let me show you what is in here. I couldn't believe it when I opened it. I was so excited. Something I do not have or never had. Okay, this is a sponge for getting in there and getting that last drop of water out before you completely close it in, or maybe even after you completely close it in. So, not only one, there's two. There's two. There's two. There's a third one in here. And I couldn't be more happy. Not so much because of getting the gift, but because somebody has really been watching my videos. Somebody's really been watching and paying attention, because I've never had this. Every time I reach in there, I say, now we have to get the last drops of water out now, before it's too late and we can't get in. Well, now we can. We're going to give these a test run today. But first, let's see what we got here. This is important information. Jeff. Okay, 1972 Dodge Polara. Seat foam makes the best sponges on a stick. And now you know exactly how to do it. So search out your local junkyard, car dump for 1972 Dodge Polara. This is the way to go. We'll give them a test ride in the studio today. This is what we're looking for with the finished product. And they go great at the market with garlic grater olive oil dipping plates. Small ones are 1 1/4 and the large are 2 pounds. This was kind of unexpected, so I'm just going to do a few. Okay, so here we go. This will be great for when I do my face jugs. I want to do a large this fall. I'm suspecting I will still have some around, since one of my best shows for them is gone. But I still have a market for them. But if I do have some extra time, I'd like to make one in 2 pieces, a large one. I do need to make pig banks again. And they are also a jug form, so this will be great for when I do them. I don't know about when I do mugs. I'm so used to doing it the hard way reaching in there, which I can do. It's
one more tool to have on the wheel, to have to know where it's at and reach for. It's one more tool you have to clean up at the end of the day. Not big on tools. But this is one. And I always expected somebody to say something in the comments that you should get one, you should make one, or someone even to tell me how easy they are to make. So imagine my surprise that it wasn't even mentioned. It just showed up on my doorstep. Okay, and without even asking for an address, that they tell you not to put your address out on YouTube, but this is a business. I do have business cards. But I don't have a website, so even some effort went into finding me. And I'm having a little trouble today. The clay, this new batch of clay, last year the clay I got was a little bit stiff. But that works out better in the long run, I guess. That the softer clay is easy for somebody. Oh! And I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Normally, I would have taken the excess water out of here 2 or 3 times thinking it was the last chance, and then sometimes even dripped it in. Ha ha! Oh, wow. You know, I would have taken the water out 2 or 3 times, thinking this might be my last chance to get in there. And even deforming the pot, reaching my hand. Oh, how do I do that? It's a special move that when I can't reach down in there, if you don't have one of these, you hold it like that in the tip of your hands, and you have to reach down in like that with your narrowness of your hands and get this down on the bottom. But I would do that 2 or 3 times in order to make sure I got the last drop out. And with something like this, sometimes along the way, near the end, you would drop a drop in there. So even at this point, if I accidentally dropped a drop in there, I could probably still get it out. Now on colored in things like jugs, is one time when you do have to clean up the top that it does come out a little uneven. And something that I do that I don't notice anybody else doing, if you round it off, well, sometimes it's thinner over here and thicker over there. It doesn't round off real nice. What I do is take the needle, and just the way I took the straight cut on the top, make an angled cut on the outside and on the in. So it's then actually rounded off. It's just a matter of smoothing it off with a sponge. However, for the olive spouts, I do flatten the top a little bit, and I found this cork is just the right size. When it fits in there, it could be a little bit narrower, that it shrinks just perfect for the oil spouts. So there we go. Perfect. And okay, I have been trimming the bottom. These don't get put back on the wheel to trim. You'd have to use a chuck, which is no fun or easy to center these things upside down on. So trim the bottom while it's on the wheel, and then often it may look little rough in shape, so I come in with a rib. It's the end of the, and we give it a nice tapered shape down there, into the side, and hit the shoulder about there. And then I give a slight undercut to the bottom that's left unglazed. And did I just put a gouge in there? Well, that always happens when you're watching and I'm trying to talk and make a pot. If I look at the board, I can always tell which one was made for a video, because I'm not putting all my concentration into the pot. But this one's not bad. We can put some slip on here. And I keep the decorating high, sometimes a little higher than maybe it should be, or maybe it is just right, so that I can lift it off the wheel. Most of them I put a black slip on. This one, okay, has got a white slip. And this is the needle tool, just use the back end. That way you don't have a ton of tools. And this is a flexible. And the wave. And by not reaching in there 20 times to get the water out, thinking this might be my last chance, it made this pot a lot easier to make. And cleaning up an extra tool, we're going to save time in the end. My last chance to get in there and get any excess water out, I think. And now here's the angle. Here is the angle. Here is the angle for my friends from Ohio. Here's the angle for the smile. Did you see that? Okay, the water's out. We've got all the water out, but let's just do it again, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Oh, it's like magic. Now you could probably make one of those things out of any kind of sponge, but Dodge Polara 1972 is probably, since I didn't make it, the best for soaking up the water, and possibly maybe the best for shaping and sculpting it. But this is made by somebody who knows pots and cars and sponges. So we have taken it for a good spin. Couple more small ones to do yet, and we will do the big ones too. And here is what I normally use, the kitchen sponges, cut in half. You then have to special hold and move to reach way down in the pot. Now if you don't have good friends like me to make you one of these, remember it is the 1972 Dodge Polara, the seat foam that will absorb best and sculpt easy, good bit of glue, and a nice piece of bamboo smoothed off at the rough spots. Craftsmanship. Now I wonder, when you go to the dump, just what is a 72 Dodge Polara? I'm not so sure an uncle didn't have one of these things. Thank you, Dale and Charla. I was so excited I had to try this out. Potters everywhere now will be flocking to the dumps, looking for the seat with the cushions for making the best pottery sponges on a stick. If you've got one of these
pristine condition, you'd better lock it up. Stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.